see if I can get this done. It's quite warm. Ugh, but a lovely day indeed. And I was over there where the highway is and the overpass and all that. I was about to call it the freeway. It sure ain't free. And I was waiting and waiting. I was like, what's going on here? All these cars and cars and cars going by. I was on a really long walk, having a bit of a beer size. It was about a week ago. And lo and behold, I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting, drinking some beers, and I look over, and over here, I happen to notice this. I found another crypt. Well, there you have it. And yeah, they're around. Sometimes they're obscured by stuff like, that. And I found another crypt. So I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool to come here and do a photo shoot? The chaps over there, they're building a factory, Look at that. The old and the new. There you go. Cool, huh? Well then, what do we have today? Where do we start? Now the other day, you'll see in one of my very, very recent videos, I sold one of these bells. Now, this one has an interesting thing. The other one was different but similar design. This sort of thing in the crypts. Many crypts, like especially the large ones, they'll have a chain on each corner, and they'll have something like this. Now, let's have a quick look. I've got my. I'll just give you a rough idea of what sort of height we're looking at here. Roughly, we got there about 130 mil, something like that, to the bell itself, and then we've got this groovy piece here. I guess that might be brass. This is bronze. And in here, what's really cool about this is it's got, see, some of them aren't designed to make sound for this type of thing, and some are. In here, now I presume after years and years, they'd have a chain of iron and a small bell in there, and in the high winds, you get a bit of that. And so you can actually, there's a hole in that tab there that you could actually hook up a small bell to it and have this once again outside. Wouldn't that be groovy? I have two remainder of these, one here and one there, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bells here. Hello, I'll get to you guys. And so I'll have to, you get these from Buddhist shops, and I'll have to go and get that organised. But this actually chimes, like that one. Now, let us have a look here. That one there is missing any type of hook arrangement. But yeah, let's have a look here. I'll put that thing there. And now, I know this bell goes wonky when, yeah, I got it really early today. It's 2 in the other, and it's not cold, I can tell you. Right then, yeah, now I have to keep bells away because the microphone goes all silly sometimes, but we'll give it a go. Whoa, that might have been too close. Wow, this one's a real chimer. Get a real light. A lot of reverberation, which is excellent. That's Buddhist stuff right there. Cool. Wow. Yep, there you go. I'll just put that one right there. Safety. Now, yeah, great. I'll get all the weights and measures and stuff like that. Something like that could go via EMS Fast Air. You can get it in like 3 weeks. Sea freight could be 3 months, could be 5 months, whatever, but you save like $30. So it might be like $66 or something to send something like this. That'd be more. It's just these extra tentative extra charges that are just ridiculous. It's the way it is because there's very limited my handwriting. Oh, God. I can't even understand those hieroglyphics. See all this tentative extra charges for EMS, and they really lump it on, you know, just, I don't know, but something like that, it could probably happen for, you could wait, I'm an Aussie, you could pay more and wait just, like 3 weeks, or you could pay less, and so there's that opportunity anyway. So you will find me increasing my Etsy store, and it's called Kimonosans. So yeah, I kind of like their style. They're still using PayPal. eBay's great. In the early years, eBay was not so good because so many bad people, with all kinds of scams, rip you off, and just no honour there. But just that change of this Payoneer thing, and just one thing about it is, see, you pay your eBay fees directly from your PayPal account. So the money goes in the PayPal account, and you extract what you need, and you just keep enough so you can pay your fees. Did that for years. Now your money comes to Payoneer, and I'm like, hang on a second, I can't. What? And they go directly to your credit or debit card. So what happened to me was, I'm trying to keep a little bit of money in Australia on a bank account there, so I can pay like my car registration that I have in Australia every year. Well, lo and behold, it just keeps going due to all this nonsense going on in the world now, and they sort of just, didn't know they were just going to extract it from there. I'm like, what? It's even worse, well, my car's sitting there unregistered. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I wasn't really keen on that. I'm working ways around it so that I can control that. I have a debit card in Australia. I don't have a credit card, a debit card, and also I have a debit card here in Japan, which is very rare for foreign savages such as myself to obtain. But anyways, depends on your visa or status or whatever, and the difficulties of anyways, you gotta have mates in this land, I tell you. Anyways, so I was able to switch that to my Japanese debit card, so I can, but I've got to keep on track of what fees are going to come along, and so I've got to keep putting money in there. It's just like, why add all this extra time? See how long it takes for me to do this sort of stuff, and find things and try to make enough. I don't want to be a rich person because I can't be, but just to get through the day without pulling the hair out of my head that isn't there anymore. I ain't got my Aussie hat. There you go. It's very sanitary. Right then, I'm really in the sweat. Oh God, I'm telling you, it's warm out here. See what I do? For you. Anyways, my Etsy account, fired that back up, was able to. That all went, when all this nonsense started. Wow, cool. I could jump on that and go all monkey magic. Monkey! Love that show. Oh God. Anyways, just to try and just keep it above water and just keep treading water and trying to survive. And I love what I do. Love finding places like this. I'll go for a walk just down there in minis. If I run out of battery power, I've got another one in the thingy. Right then, let's get back to this then, shall we? Now this one here, you'll find is the same size as that, so it's the design of that. Right, it's the same design and the same kanjis, and it's I'm an expert in the field of kanji. Oh God! See, there you go. He looks the same, and he's the same. Yeah, kanji will look the same to me, and you'll find in here, it also has, that tab has a hole in it, so you could yourself put a chime in there, something that'll move around a fair bit and tap it. So there you go, it's beautiful. Just set up your own little hook kind of system, something like this. That's Buddhist right there. We'll get to that. Right, so let's give this one a bit of a chime, shall we? Okay. Now, I will have to, yeah, as I say, order a couple more of these. I'll keep this way away. Look how it's got that deep resonance in it. I'll go for just a real light one. There you go. Probably more what you would hear if it's fairly windy. Is that giving us the same relativity, the theory of relativity? Yeah. There you go. Excellent reverberation too, that's what I really like about it. Now, this video, they last for 17 minutes, and so I will have to continue. I took a bunch of photos, so we'll see how it goes with the memory card, whatever. Let's move on to this one, I guess. Quite a weighty bell, this one, and this particular one. Let's get our notes here. Oh, what are you doing? Windage. This particular one. Now in Shikoku, so you got Kyushu, Honshu, Hokkaido, Shikoku. Now in Shikoku, you have this famous 88 temples, famous 88 worship places, and this here comes from, I'll show you in a second. It's a piece that you can buy if you go, when you go to these temples, you can buy certain things, your souvenirs, and this is a souvenir that someone bought from making it to that particular temple. Now, that temple here, we have, let's see, this one here says here, Showa Goju Ninen. Now, that means it's the 52nd year of the Showa period. Showa period ends in 1926. Therefore, we have Goju is 52, right? So let's say we'll add so go 26, 76, 77, 78, and then you go back 1 year for the full year of the last year of the Showa period, which makes it from 1977. This was cast in 1977. Now, and it's got groovy kanji all the way around it. Cool, huh? Now, this comes from just under 4 minutes with this thingy. This from a place called let's see, it's from Chikami Yama and En Meiji Temple. Now this temple is number 54 of the Shikoku 88. Yeah, cool. I'd love to walk the 88. That'd be fantastic, man. Seriously. There's a chap I'm friendly with online, never met him, but he'd love to get his mountain bike and go from one mountain to the next, walk all the way up the stairs and all those places, and then go to the next and do the 88. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Anyways, right, let's go with this now. Yeah, that's just cool. I plan on sea freighting all this stuff. Anyways, let's go for a sound. You've got your striking point there. I presume on that one that's a striking point. I'd say so. See that they don't have striking points because they're for the thieves. Right, in a crypt. I guess I should explain that. Maybe others haven't seen my. Blame me. This is a crypt. Now, in certain sects of Buddhism and the other types of Buddhist temples, they have the crypts in the temples themselves, and some have them in these areas you find in the countryside, just all over the place. Inside is kept the bones of ancestry, and someone else passes, like bones go in there, and someone else passes, who knows how long, you know, like that. I don't plan on going in there long term myself, but hey, you'll find Buddhist people can be very funny. I'm not. Anyways, let's have a go at this. Now you'll find there's a striking point there and a striking point there. So we'll go with the striking point. Beautiful. Nice striking point. Again. Yeah. There's good reverberation going on with that one. Now what I might do is click off and click back on, because I've only got like a minute on this video, and then we'll head to this one and that one, and then we'll go for a bit of a walkie poo. How's that? Yeah, I only just found this place, you know, within like the last week or something. I don't know, just out on a drunky poos and a walkie poos, a beer size. Sometimes I just walk for miles until I just yeah, because my dad. It's a wonderful day today, isn't it? Now let's get on to this one. Alright then, we have our 17 minutes back. I did not mention the height of that one, but I'll get all the weights and measures later. I'm off to the warehouse. We're talking 175 mil, something like that. Alright, now let's get to this one. Here we have this really groovy piece. We'll go with this first of all. We're talking about 200 mil to the top of the dragon's head. Horns there. This thing here, so I'm going right then. Now what we'll do, I'll show you these. Look at this, these flute playing, coming out of the clouds types. These gods are coming out of the clouds. Awesome. We have here a dragon. You can already hear it sounding, hey. Really cool design. Here playing flutes. This is rad. Does it have two? Yeah. Cool. Inside. Beautiful. It's a nice piece. I wouldn't say it's crazy. Oh no. But it's rad. That's for sure. Okay, let's strike this, and yeah, you will. Oh, the strikers themselves, I never know what color they're going to have, sort of thing. Sometimes it's like that, sometimes like this, and sometimes it's red. Just, you know, it's up to the gods. Okay, let's have a look at this. I'll pick it up from the top here. Right. Yeah. Just do it by hand. Real deep resonance going on here. So I'm going to find the striking point. There we go. Too hard. Way too hard. There we go. That's better. Finally, that's the first time I've ever worked with this, so there you go. This one requires, it seems, a very light strike to get that deep resonance. So that's very groovy. And I'll measure the diameter and all that sort of stuff. That's a bit later on. Okie dokie. Yeah. That's cool. Right. Put that there. Put that there. And let us move on. Alright, here we have Jizo, God Protector of Children. This is really cool. Check this out. we have. Here. About 225 mil in height. And check this out. We're trying to figure out what we believe it's stone, but some people are, is it marble? We don't know. God protected children. Fantastic piece. Just had to have it. I was like, yeah, that's mine. Beautiful. Yes. See, you'll see I have in my eBay store there some jizzles. One from, was it 1740 something? Yeah, well, it's like this hard kind of, it's stone, man. I think it's stone. Yeah, someone was saying it's maybe marble. I don't know. Clean myself up there. I've got a bit of the sand coal going on there, or what's they call it? All Kairi? Something like that. Sand coal, incense. I generally add incense sticks. Tall, real deal, Buddhist temple, Shinto shrine. This stuff. Look at that, you can see it right there. The green one right there. Now, some of the green ones don't emanate a whole lot of smell at all. But the real deal stuff, yeah, I bought a bunch of that stuff years ago. It's 2 boxes full. I was just like, whoa. I got lucky that day, that's for sure. Wow. So this is really rad. So hopefully you'll accept my price, because if I don't get that, because I've got fees and all that too, if I don't get that, and that thing over there won't go. And then, do you want some stuff? Alright then, now let's move on to this awesome piece. Yeah, Jizo, the God Protector of Children. That's Buddhist right there. And Shinto. Yeah. Right then, now what we have here is Kanon, or Kanon Sama, the revered God of Mercy. Awesome. This is bronze. Yeah. And let's see if we can get a bit of a measurement going here. Yeah. Key eye on that one. I'm just trying to gut it out with all this heat. I'm okay because of that cloud right now, and the wind's helping really well. Okay, so we're talking about 39 centimeters, yeah, 390 mil. Yep, that's about right. And when I was taking some pictures, I found that I actually, when I moved it, I had this like over here. But this, I think that's something to do with some kind of flower or something like that. But Kanon Sama. Oh, before I forget, I wasn't sure if I could actually get a shot of, I presume that kanji there is the maker. Now, I don't know if I can make it out because the back of this camera is so scratched up I can't see it anyway. Hey, if you're rich, give me a GoPro, will you? Yeah. That's my sweat, by the way. Yeah, that's probably the artist's. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Oh, that breeze is awesome now that we have that cloud. Yeah, if you can do some research on the revered Kanon, God of Mercy. Oh, I've got something written down there. That. I've got it written down here. I haven't got it written down there. Aha! I put it on my phone. That's it. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Who that is. Open that thing. Right. here we go. Kanon is the Japanese Buddhist stuff. I've never been good with the original Buddhist stuff, from saying that, from India to China to Korea to Japan. It says here, Kanon is the Buddhist goddess of mercy. She is much admired for her subtle, some people pronounce it that way, and mysterious smile. Let's have a look here. Subtle, mysterious smile. Now, as the goddess of mercy, Kanon helps people who are in distress. Maybe I should read it. She is worshipped at thousands of Japanese temples, and this is from Wiki, so there's plenty of information there that you can look up and find out. Beautiful. You'll find, if you have a look at my videos, you'll see I've got a Kanon some up in my warehouse, in my photo shoot area. Yeah, and I'll put a magnet on it later and show you that is, oh, there's weight in it, that's for sure, and show you that a magnet won't stick. Sweat again. Right, that's, yeah, hopefully the pictures will come out good. It's like, because of the shine, oh, that sun's coming out again. Alright, yeah. So I plan on sea freighting this stuff. I don't know if you're a zillionaire, because like I say, I'm not kidding, when stuff gets, tentative extra charge for EMS, generally I would send things via Cell Economy Air. There is no Cell Economy Air anywhere. Sorry Canucks, the Canadians. A chap bought from my eBay store, ABAREBUGYO, ABAREBUGYO. It's the same as my YouTube channel. I'm sure most of you know that by now. Yeah, chap bought the Gojinoto 5-tier pagoda, iron piece, you can put outside in your garden. It's fantastic. And unfortunately, I had to cancel the order, citing that the shipping address, there was an issue with that, and then I relisted it. And the thing is, actually I put that on my Etsy store this very morning. I was at it for hours, to be honest. I started around 7:30 and didn't get done until like 12:30, just kind of trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. Folks are dumb where I come from. I don't know, one click wrong when you... Anyway, this is unstressing me right now. Coffeeed up to the hilt, and I really like it here, even though I'm going to have sunburn and God, it'll take long. Oh, but yeah, well, in the day we had Cell Economy Air, and yeah, these tentative extra charges can really get hefty. Look at this, like 30 kilos, just the extra charge will be $240, like not that much, but a little bit close, $220 or something, just the extra charge, which makes it, like $580, or, Rilkeman and Goy Halfland is, that's, something like that would be like, you might get away with like $66 or something like that, because you've got to pay fees. Say for instance, if it's from eBay, they take 10% from the freight money. I'm like, oh, why? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know, Etsy, what do they do? Haven't got it all figured out. Yeah, it takes time, all this sort of thing, but the lifestyle is it's you go over there and you go alright, let's go for a bit of a, they needed key eye. Let's go for a bit of a walk. Oh, I've got 4 minutes on this video. Kawara roof tiles. Yeah, let's go for a bit of a walkie poo, shall we? 4 minutes anyways. No one wants to listen to me anyway. Thin bamboo shoots. Yes. What do we have here? Ooh, mountain yama. Like we were talking about that bell from the 54th temple up a particular yama, the name of that yama, which I've already forgotten. Yeah. Yeah, what do we have here? Some out of the way residences. Far off mountain over there. Awesome mountain over there, which would be part of the Seferi Plateau. Cool. I reckon if I could just pitch a tent in there, something like that. Hits the fan too, that. Oh, there we go. They're flying all over Asia. See them down there. And, oh, chemtrails, man. What? Some people that have wild imaginations. They're flying all over Asia. It ticks me off that, you know, they're all doing cell economy here and all that sort of stuff. But to other land, oh, look at the swishes. There's clouds, man. Wow, look at that. Get your hand out of the way, okay. Wow, what's going on here? Cool, huh? This is nice. So this is what I like, you know, downtown Tokyo, obviously. Yes, it's very relieving. So yeah, they're flying all over Asia, and a mate of mine said, yeah, he knows a bloke was a captain. They're flying all over Asia, and I'm like, yeah, I can't send things via cell economy here. At least finally they open up EMS, granted with the surcharges and all that, as a, you know, total pity, but you can send longer things, things that sort of, you know, I could only send totally unbreakable stuff via sea sort of thing, unless it's like ridiculous. Yeah, another plane with no chemtrail, man. Wow, look at this, all these swishes. Say it's like 40% chance of rain, so maybe they just mean that one and I'm standing right under it. Yeah, it's nice out here. Ah, smell that. Yeah, a mate of mine, he works as a slave, and he's like, man, I love it out here. So that's cool. Yeah. Goes up into the mountain up there sometimes. Yeah. Oh, you know, Japanese work a lot of hours, man. You know, just to keep up with everyone else, I guess. And man, I tell you, I'm working a whole lot more hours these days, and I'm just like, I don't know, sometimes you're just like, why, man? Why not just kill yourself? Never do that. Hang in there. Smile when you can, and when you can't, just smile anyways. Yeah, just enjoy it, because one day you might end up in one of those. Yeah, so just do what you can. Can't find happiness, fall into contentment, and then you have won. Yeah. Oh, 3 seconds. Figured this might be worthy of a photo. Hang on, let me just get my sweaty t-shirt singlet. Yeah, figured that might be worthy of a yes. I wish I had brought some food along, because that would have been a wonderful. But like, as it's cooling down a bit, or should I say, it's not cooling down, but it's the getting a fair bit of cloud cover from that, which is obscuring that flashy thing in the sky. And it's yeah, rice fields there, they're beautiful. I presume these line things here are electrified. That's probably what that's saying. Yeah, I've seen what. Oh, look at that. There's a stalk right there. Another one there. Stalky. Hello. There he goes. seen like I've walked through here on a beer size many times, and I've heard the wild pigs. And one night I was driving here. It's only going slow in this slow section, more stalks up there, and this pig was like huge, you know. I was like, thankfully they ran away, man. You know, like, wow. You know, here I'm walking on a beer size here and startled like 3 or 4 of them, and they're like, hey, let's have a go at ABAREBUGYO. You know, that rhymes. I'm a rapper now. Yeah, there's another stalky. These are all those irrigation channels they have. Oh, dragonfly, slow down, don't kill him. There you go. Sometimes, like there's just dragonflies everywhere. I guess it maybe about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. There's dragonflies everywhere, and you got to drive slow, or else you're just gonna be a mass murderer. You know? Yeah. All right, click off, and I'll be back. Yep. Oh. Oh, God. Well, I got her done. Well, that's the most part. I've got to do a lot of computing and all that sort of stuff. I'll mess about with that on tomorrow. Plan to see the sunset this evening at the beach. Read a book about nice stuff. The evolution of it's called Spying on the Bomb. So, how come that's all kooky kooks? What's going on here? How come everyone's just gone into kooky land, and this thing too? Yeah? What? Where are you going? Oh, God. Yeah. It's, about 7. I've been at it just flat out. Well, just sort of over at that place and doing photo shoots and then this, that, and the other. Packing stuff is that's the main thing. If I could just get myself a slave, but obviously, we're slaves. Oh, God, can't we have like just high-ranking slaves or something like that? Or, anyways, how do we do that? Well, it's 5:22. And apparently the sun was set at 6:33 and it was 6:35 last night. So yeah, I'm reading this awesome book about the evolution of, starting from the 30s when they worked on this concept of, they found scientists discovered fission and figured they could exploit it into energy and destruction. And yeah, it's amazing this stuff. The ideas they came up with, because they didn't know how advanced the Germans were at this time, and so the spy groups, the intelligence agencies, and all this sort of amazing stuff. Yeah, back then people fought for an ideology. Pretty good. Yeah, I need to. Oh, because I'm so goddamn tired. Oh, let's make up a song. Yes, let's give it a go. Right, what other talking points do I have here? Oh, not very many. I've got something to say. I got something to say. It's about to burn out. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I won the lotto. Oh yeah, eventually it was going to happen. So there you go. So, yeah, yeah. And, you know, a while back, they got like this Lotto 6 and you got this like extra number or something like that. And, so, I got 1 number there and 2 numbers there and this extra number thing, and it says if you get 3 numbers you get $10. And I'm like, alright, so I go and see the lady and, no. And I realised that I threw away the wrong ticket, so I went on my way back to the place, went through all the garbage, a few bags of it. I found the ticket, went back to her, and nah. And I realised that special number doesn't mean nothing. But this time, yeah, I roll up with the ticket. And now she goes, this year. The third time I showed up trying to. She must think I'm like a little bit well, I do. Anyways, yeah, it was a winner. Yep. Now I'm loaded. It's like that Alanis Morissette song. I'll give you some of my licks. You know, an old man turned 98. I might get done for plagiarising here. And won the lottery and died so yeah, I won $10, 1,000 yen. She slid the 1,000 yen over to me, and I could see it in her eyes. I could read her mind. She's saying, "Listen, you dopey looking bastard. Don't you realise no one ever wins the lottery?" She didn't say it out loud, obviously, But yeah, I read her mind. My answer to that was, I slid the $10 straight towards her and I said, "Give me another 2 tickets." Actually, I've got 4 chances. Not 06, not 07. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. You know, it's, what did I say it was? It's 5:26 now. I haven't eaten since 7:30 this morning. So I've been on it. Been on it. And out in the heat there. I feel some grumbling going on here. Alright, let's just go with a song and then we'll get out of here. God, I'm good at this song. When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand, you just head over to YouTube. Hang on, that's not good enough. When you're down in trouble and you're feeling really down, yeah, that's good. Just go to YouTube and search for Puddin's Fab Shop. Yeah. Oh man, the other night it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. He uploaded one of his vids, and I'm like, I'm so tired and drunk. I've got to just fall over right now, but nah. Just harden up and yes. Watched it all. Man, I tell you, that's feel good stuff. You know, because I follow a lot of stuff. I follow about 220 odd people on YouTube and plenty of other people in other places, and a lot of stuff gets you down these days, right? So you need people like that in this world. You don't just find something new. Wow. Alright, that'll do. I think I'll jump on the fast way to get back, because I'm going to go to food. Speaking of food, that evil cat, right? Shows up again 3 times today. I fed him, and I had to sweep all the cat biscuits off the things. All the ants will start eating again. I'm trying not to hurt the ants, and I'm like, just go down there and eat it, because he knows, right, that I've got tuna. It's like, he's like, no, I don't want that. I want it to just sniff that. Nah, not interested. So he just wants the top shelf stuff. Not even my cat. Oh, bastard, I'll go flea powder him and all that sort of stuff. And so, I came up with a crafty idea, but that tuna is mine. I'm making jaffles. I've got this jaffle maker. And jaffles with some salad in there and cheese, some saucy sort of thing there. I can't cook this yet, okay. But it's good for me. And so I came up with a crafty idea. I poured the fish oil and put a little bit on the biscuit things. So I think I outsmarted him. Yeah. When you're down and through, yeah, alright, I'm tired. That'll be enough. See? Punk rock forever, yeah. It says punk rock has no border. Good. See? That's why I can play like that. Yeah, I'm gonna stuff something in my gob, go to the beach, and feel that breeze as it's just cooling down, you know, and then you get that sea breeze stuff, and that particular spot, the sunset is one really, yeah. I'm going to read about atomic and that one, and the hydrogen and nuclear weapons, and the book's it's like a reference. It's really good. I've had it sitting there on the shelf for ages. Because every time I go to Australia, I go to op shops. I pack light in my backpack that I've had for many a year. Lived out of it for 6.5 years actually at one stage on the hippie trail, and yeah, I pack light, and then I go to op shops, and just sort of just buy up. Just under 20 kilos maximum for the pack is good, buy up. And the op shops, I get the scruffiest looking books a lot, because that they've been read a lot, so probably a good chance they're pretty good. And sometimes I just close my eyes, spin around, and just grab whatever, right? It's great, because you never know. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah. And on that note, whatever that is, a G or an A or whatever, D, C, F sharp, whatever. I'm going to go to the beach right now. I'm tired, man. Oh, God. Yeah. Might have to jump in the water. Alright, now be good. And, yeah. Oh, that bronze Canon Summer, the Goddess of Mercy. You probably want a bit of mercy after hearing me play. Yes, her, what again? Hikaru? Yeah, Kumo. The artist's signature utilizes that, which means light clouds, like the light of the cloud. It's like a Buddhist thing that I don't understand. Yeah, because I'm not exactly the best Buddhist in the world, but yeah. Be good. Ow. Right now. Well, I made it. Usually, X's and this, that, and the other. Find that big flashing thing in the sky, like when it sets over there, like midsummer kind of thing, is awesome. That's the best one. But it's kind of setting over there these days. What we got time-wise? It sets at 6:33. I can't believe I made it. 6:05. Yonder trees. Got the rig. That's good. Forgotten what that is, but anyways, I don't think anyone's going to steal this old thing anymore. Oh God! Usually I bend wires and make hooks of them so they're not dangerous, but they just keep breaking. Let's see how rusty it is. Okay, this is the book I talked about. I had mentioned Spying on the Bomb. Interesting stuff. Yeah, actually it had a cover and all that stuff, but that must have flown off. Yeah, this is interesting stuff. I'm only up there. That's alright. It's strange when I read that much. God damn, I feel like I've been in the library for 5,000 years. Yes. So, I'm always going to locate myself over there. There's no, can't really see it. This time I guess we could travel down there with these buildings and whatever. But the main thing is, the let's just get these things up. Oh God. Looks like I'm some Englishman wearing those things. breeze I'm feeling right now, and the heat I was feeling, you know, and the warmest, the peak today. Yeah, quite the contrast. I have it upon good authority that maybe I should just stick that on there and use it as a pillow and go to sleep. Oh God, because I'm just going to hold up, but it's just the way it is. Oh shit. Oh, edit that out. Yeah, aside from that video, when I was sitting down, it was only a couple of minutes. I haven't rested since. I've just been on the go. That's what I'm like. I just go. Yeah, it's like I don't know, running to stand still. That's what I'm like. Oh, why not? Not bad now. The breeze is just gorgeous. Well, you won't have that much in the way of light, so I'll get stuck into this, and then on the morrow I think I'll load this sort of stuff up. Possibly, we'll see. If I find some, sometimes I'm listening to some really cool stuff. People put on really cool podcasts and things, and it's really groovy to listen to that sort of thing whilst uploading stuff. I don't know, I seem to have turned off music a long time ago, and just turned off a lot of things really. Yeah, that's enough of that. What's up, man? Yeah, there's some great podcasts out there, so that's what I like to do, listen to them, and then do all the computery stuff. So there's a lot to it, you know. Sourcing, purchasing, trying to afford it, trying to survive. You know, I was thinking, oh shit, I don't even have any food in the fridge there, like that I can just stuff into myself and jump on that thing. And then I realised there's like a 5-day-old piece of battered Ica. Ica is squid. I don't mean battered like they beat the shit out of it and then, you know, put, what do you call it, breadcrumbs or whatever all over it. No, battered squid is very tasty. Put some sauce on that. I just kept stuffing it in, throwing water down. I figured that'd do me. Hey, how about this for a question? Is that, let's see, that's a last time I was here, nigh on sundown, right? He's gone over there. They're all flying in the same direction. I can see him now. They're all flying in the... Oh, he's obscured. There's another one, see? And there's another one. There you go. Right. And they're all flying in the same direction. They're all going over there. Right. Well, what's up with that? Hey, do they know something that I don't? Anyone answer that? That cover is amazing. Right now you've got some really weird oh god. There's another one. Yeah, I wonder. Another one. Yeah, I see another one there. Kind of like bats, but they're not bats. They're the kalassu, the crows. See, they're all heading in the same direction. What, they're having like a 1-week conference? Just how stupid everything is. You know, they're looking down on us humans or something. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. As it gets closer to sundown. Yes. Oh, I'm really enjoying this breeze, I can tell you. Yeah, when the humidity's on. Oh, that's actually far in the distance. No one wants to hear this shit. down on this thingy and resting and still reading this thing, and look at the brilliance of that. Most unfortunate that the sun now sets over there when the best is really when it's over there between those mountains, but the brilliance is still glorious. The breeze is lovely. And what do we have here? What time do we have now? Yeah, 6:37, so the sun's below the horizon there, like 4 minutes past. Yeah, that's beautiful, huh? It's starting to get a little bit dim. Or maybe I'm getting a bit dim. This is some heavy shit. Like, it's still in layman's terms kind of thing, but there's so many different names and there's a lot going on. To keep up with who's who and what's what, that's just not my forte right there. Oh, what am I good at? Drinking beers. Yeah, I'm good at that. I wonder if you can get a job doing that. Yeah, that's nice, huh? I'm gonna kick back here for a little while longer and just enjoy this breeze. Yes, I'm well keen to get a fair amount done on the morrow too. Yeah, gonna be a damn good show. A damn good show. That was the Hodge Twins, their podcast I was listening to this morning when I was doing the computery stuff, and those guys are hilarious. Their YouTube channel is Conservative Twins. They're some funny guys, very witty. They're friends with the Louder Club, with Crowder Club, and all these other dudes. Wow, the brilliance is coming up even more. Yeah, they're so funny. But, hear their podcast tomorrow if there's one. Hopefully. Bloke over there, he's been skipping for hours. He's wearing a mask. I want to just tear the thing down and then, so you don't hyperventilate. Well, that's his bag. Some do, some don't. That's the way it is. Oh, yeah, it's starting to get a bit. I don't want to read in this sort of faded light because I'm too lazy now. I don't know. There's a lot of, say, for example, Japanese houses, the older ones especially, they're not exactly the brightest in there, inside. I'm not saying they're not as bright, they're smarter than me. I mean, the rooms are quite not exactly well lit up, and so you see a lot of people wearing glasses, and I reckon that's the reason. All that study in dim light, yeah, can mess you up. I'm just messed up for a whole bunch of other reasons. I'm gonna meditate for a while.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.
Okie dokie, just a heads up here. Let's see now. I said that Canon Summer was bronze. I put a little bit of paper on here to show you that's iron. You see, yeah. Oh, look at that. Let's try that magic again. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that. Let's get this same thing. Keep that in the shot. Yeah. Sorry, Canon Summer, but yeah. Huh? Yeah. Huh? What's that again? Huh? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, huh? Yeah. Pick that out, keep that in the shot, and just go, yeah. See? It's bronze. Yeah. It's iron or cast iron. You go and yeah. And bronze. Real deal. There you go. I'm gonna take a picture of that. folks are dumb where I come from. I was supposed to tell you what this is. The top guy was here, and I was just able to see him, and they're up there ballroom dancing, and I was able to pay the rent here. I'm only behind about a year, but hey, top bloke he is. Anyways, now he wrote the kanji, which is right there. Now the artist goes by this sign. This is means hikaru, the top one, and the bottom one is kumo. And as you can see, my fantastic writing. Now kumo means cloud, and hikaru is light. I've got it here, right? Light cloud. And as you're gonna see, yeah, right there. Right, so you got light cloud or hikaru, kumo. And yeah, so that means, you know, it'd be like light of cloud or something like that. It's Buddhist stuff. Light cloud or light of cloud. Wow, yeah, that it's all doing that again. What's going on here? It's very strange weather. Generally when it's really strange you get like me? No, you get I don't know, a storm or something. That's cool. Yeah, so there we go. What I'll do is pack this in a well, they'll be both in the same package, but I'll wrap this up and maybe put it in a something solid, or yeah, it should be fine. Just wrap it up with stuff and that'll be on the side, so that you'll notice that thing's, yeah, that's all good. Righto, horsey. Yeah, let's yeah, I want to keep a magnet. Okie dokie, how's that?